Welcome back to the new video. And it's going to be straightforward. This video, I will go to straight in the code editor. To go to the code editor, I have to say something about the JavaScript. I'll come to the very extremely important topic, or say it is the fundamental of JavaScript functions, which is very important topic of JavaScript. So let's move to Java functions, and I will discuss about all thing in detail about functions. So open my Brave browser I have already set up, and now coming to the first website is our programming. You can compile all the programming languages, but specific we use from JavaScript. So I will open my GitHub account, and you can simply go to the Brave browser and press new command, and if it is in a GitHub, then it is a version control, or it is a version control. It is a very it is GitHub is a one website where many programmers or developers community have involved to provide their source code where their application was made. And I have also an account. You can follow me in this account, which is Ayush Pradhan. So you can add the projects where in job interview you can show the interviewer about source code, and it's very important to the program. So I will open my previous repo, and it is opening and take time. So it is opening. You can simply go and watch how to make this repo, and it is basically a website based. It is basically in online GitHub, or say VS Code. I have already a VS Code and Cursor AI, but why I don't use? Because online it is very easy to online is very easy to track our codes and how it is going on in the coding editors. So directly connected in our VS Code also. Now these are today. So these are the topics today we are learning this video. So it is a very fundamental topics in JavaScript. And I say for beginners, don't go too much vast topics like asynchronous JavaScript and APIs and other fields. First, learn the basics, then go moving on. Then you can learn anything. So it is a fundamental is the base part of anything, and without base you cannot build anything. So make sure that every day or for some time you will go to check out the how the functions work, how arrays, loops, objects, and how they are work in the behind the scene and fundamentals. If it doesn't know, then you can surely get lots of. So coming to the topic, these are function definition. So let's talk about function definition. Function definition is nothing but function. Basically function is a set of code. So this is a function. So function means what? So function is a set of code. Let's say um, first you if it doesn't know variables, or let's say if it doesn't know primary or non-primary data types. If it doesn't know data types, then first you go to simply two type of data type, which will say the data of any variable. So if you don't know variables, then simply go to the website or any link through, and they will talk about all things. You can go simply and you have to mention the language also. And just simply click this. Okay, this is very um, website which is very structured data types. You can see here dynamic and military. This is not we have to learn. You have to learn. Sometimes it's not working, but you can simply go to the double three school. Double three school, you can go and see about the object array and data types. There are two types of data types in JavaScript, where one is for only variables contain only one value, but it is a non-prime data which contains objects, arrays, and in non-prime data one is functions. Functions is what? A function is a set of code which work for on a particular feature. Understand? Okay, which will work for a particular function. Like if we click, let's take an example. There is a Facebook app. Okay, imagine there is a Facebook app. Facebook app logo, mega mind in Facebook app, and there is a one post. You like that post. If you like that post, then there is one code will run. And code will run is a function like let user equals to like then it is a parameter. But in function, it doesn't have to do like function user and string. I'll teach you about all the things. I'll teach you about all the things what is going on. I will string and say liked the post. So here is a particular set of code is running for that like button. So function is what is and in short, function is used for a particular code which will run for a set of feature or code, set of property, set of feature. That is the function definition. And you can um, go and look up the function's main topics. And if you don't understand, you can you can replay this video. Okay. So coming to the next topic, these are done. So coming to the function declarations. Declarations. So function declaration means what? I will make one folder here. File and function dot js. If you doesn't know how to create a file, then you can simply go and you can simply go and do the basics of JavaScript. So function declaration means what? Declaration means how we declare a value. How we declare a value in a function. Let's say we have a one user who like the post. So how we declare value. So here is how we declare value. First we write a syntax of function. That's syntax. The function syntax means how syntax means like in mathematics there is an algebra. Algebra there is a value there is a formula and there is a formula. Okay, the formula means in coding you can simply um, mix or you can simply con match. You can simply match it how in algebra and coding. It is simple. Okay. So I'll teach you function. This is most important. If it doesn't write this, the function will not work. So here is the function name. What will be the function name? Just like look at here. Here's a look at here. These are function. Function is Here is a function. Here is also a function. Here is also a function. Okay. So user is a function name. So user is a function name. It is a parameter is parameters. One parameters two parameters parameters not parameter three. According to the condition, we can write two three or but but many of the time there is almost three or two parameters or one parameters uh, in the when we build projects. Then you don't have to code execution. This was only. I think this much I know. So there is one concept in execute code like RETU and return. So return means what? Return is the end of code. Like from return we cannot execute the code. Like if you write code here, say it is a lots of code. Here is a code, here is a one code, here is a R. Then also the code is executed. Then also code is written. Sorry to say, I say written. And here is also code. Okay, but in programming, from this code, this will execute. But then written way, this code, the code will doesn't execute. You want to demo? Let's see. So return parameters one. Ball subway plus. If you put parameter two and plus, so this is glow now. So this is dim. So if I execute this code PARAMETE parameter 3, then this will glow. Why? I'll tell you the reason. So now how will we execute? So we have to call and we have to execute the parameter. What is the parameter? Is there any value? No, we have to execute the value also. Okay? Console. There are many method where there are many methods where we can declare the value. Let's see the first method is for simple console. You know what is console? Console.log. Console.log and function name and function. Here is the suggestions. That's why Visual Studio Code is very interesting and many developers use VS Code. And function name it is parameter 1, 2, and 3. We have again not write a parameter, but we can execute anything here, like numbers string and 2 comma. This is the parameter 2 will go here. How will it go here? Let's see 2, 3, and 4. Now let's see the answer. And you have to if you need the code exactly this code, there are many files. If we right click here, uh, okay, and open an integrated terminal. It is integrated only for this. Now this file will only execute in a terminal. Then we get the output what we have right here. So first we have to write node. If you haven't installed Node.js in your system, then make sure that you have to install Node.js. That is the heartbeat of JavaScript. So here is 9. How it is come 9 here? Let's see. So I'll copy this. Control C. Coding is all about copying, pasting, dark reality about delete. Control V. So mm, these are code, okay. And now let's see here. My eye is not in the coding. So so now first look here, not here, not here. Okay, so here is parameter 1. Okay, the parameter 1 takes two value. What two value? The two value goes here in parameter 1. Simple, okay. Then here is comma and here is a comma. So 3 will go parameter 2 and 4 will go in parameter 3. And how it is possible? Because we have called the function name. Actually, this is not a very good practice at function name. We have to write some meaningful name about it. You know that in a variable we have to write a meaningful name about variable name. So here is what is the meaning here. Here is nothing meaning. This is syntax I have written in to understand to explain you. Okay, and I will teach you how to write professionally function name. So let's see here. So just understand how it will execute. The function name is called here. Don't focus here, okay? Don't focus here. Don't focus here. Don't focus here. Not focus here. Only focus here. Two. Two will two will go here to parameter one. Okay, correct. Parameter three. Parameter sorry two. Parameter two will go here in parameter two. So here comes what? Two, two, comma, three, comma, and 4. Who will go here? Parameter 3. Simple. 4. Now, now. Where is the eraser? Okay. So now, understand here. Okay. So int. So so here comes 3. So here is 2. So here is 2, 3, and 4. So 3 will execute here. If you know that, here is now dim. So here is dim now. Okay. So here is dim. If I write parameter parameter 2, then this will go. Then parameter 2 will go. But if I write 1, then parameter 1 will go. Parameter 1 will go. And if I write plus, and parameter 2 will go. Para parameter 3. If I add parameter, then this will go. So use a common brain. That parameter 1 is here executed. So 2 will go here plus 3 plus 4. So 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 4, 5 plus 4 is 9. Okay, so 5 plus 4 is 9. So this is one run. You have now understand how the code is executing. The second method is we can simply write let x or anything. But to explain you, x equals to we have write function name to call, and we are writing here 2 plus 3 plus 4 because there is 3 parameter. If there is 2 parameter, then we have only write 2 parameter. If you write 3, then there is an error. Okay, then we have to console. Console is very important, guys, friends. So it is also 9. 3 plus 2 9. 3 plus 2 4 5. 5 plus 4 9. Let's change it. Okay, now there are tons of methods, but mainly we use this or this. So coming to the third topic, here is a decoration. It's complete, and now we know that how we declare values. So I will give you an example. Let's say we have to square a number. We have to square a number. Then how will we square a number? Square a number. Then square means we have to write double two. Double two. Then double two means okay, you have to square root. In class that we know that we square the values. So function function square number. Square numbers. Okay. Now we have to put a number a comma b. Algebra there is in that in school time there is in algebra there is there give some values and we have to put some formulas and get answer like a plus b whole square like that. Okay, so a plus a comma b is a value, but there is no value now. We return we have to square. Okay, we have to square means a into a. I'm going to multiply, so b is not come here. Now what is square? So we can use any method, this method or this method. But now I will use this because this is more readable than this. But when you go advanced, then you can use this. But for now, you can use this because this is more readable. Let output equals to SQ square numbers and 5. Now make a mindset. What will be the answer? Console.log. Log the console output. Semicolon is important. Semicolon means it is the end now. Remember that how will be the answer? So 5 is square numbers. Square numbers here. Look at square number is called here as it is, but a equals to 5. A equals to 5. Okay, so copy this particular code, Control C and Control V. Now here let's white is very important. So look at um 5 will go up here, and 5 will go here again, and 5 will go is common. So this is the multiplication sign. So 5 into 5 is 25, right? And output what comes here go here. You want to know answer? Then basically this is a code editor to compile code for fast check check this is, but I don't recommend this because there is no any code editor. Let's say L, there is no suggestions. So now this AI era, don't use Notepad. I run, look 25, and here what is it? 25 is the answer. 25 is the answer. So again I repeat, don't get obsessed, don't get confused about it. Square numbers is come here as it is, but here is A, and this will go here. What comes value? This value, this code. This code is here one variable. And variable have a value. Inside that also is 5. 5 is go here, A, and now 5 will go here and here, right? So 5 into 5, 25. 25 will return into output. That's simple means. And as you practice, you will understand how it works. This is a simple example. This is a simple example. Okay. So coming to the next topic is our expressions, functions, expressions. Cut. Expression. Function. Um, So basically, expression means how it will express. Expression, algebraic expression like. So function, function, expression, function expression. So in function expression, we can put a variable in a function. Means we can put a variable and variable have the function power. Let me understand you. Const equals to, let's say, user okay, and a function we can write in function 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 and user details like um, string string and return string plus string. Let it be an example. So now user details is not important here. Why? Because user is already defined as a variable. Variable name, this is called a variable name. Function name is not a not sense here. So function expression means we can put a variable, and a variable have a power of a functions. Understand? Variable has the power of functions, and this will execute as a, this will what comes the value will goes here user as usual, and let's say uh, con- let say const beauty equals to user user, and we have to write a string. A string means a name or anything which have a meaningful value or not. It's your choice. A string like you is the one user. I use user and console is important. Console.log, and we have here output has you can put it in a semicolon and comma. Okay. So what goes here? Let's check and answer. We will execute here now. This function output Ayush. The how output here comes because the output is in a string. Okay. So let's explain. If it doesn't understand, then let's explain here. Control C. Let's put one box C. Control V. Wait. So basically, what comes here? I will space here and let it create a more. So here is a user, is a variable. Here is a user is a variable, and is a function. Already told that user the function expression. If we write here user, if we write here user, then we don't doesn't have to write the. Then we don't need to write the function name. But if we write only one single, if there is not any user, if there is not any user, if there is not a variable, then we have to sure write a function name because it is important. Because it is important. So it is string. But here is what now we put in a parenthesis and parenthesis and parameters. This outer side is called parenthesis, and in this string is what called parameters. Okay, string value contains ayush. String value contains ayush. So ayush goes now here in a string, and it will return as a string. So what values you are putting, then it goes to the output here, and output goes where here, and we have to separate the value, and this is output which is covered in a semicolon. Okay, so if I write here, if I move this and take a screenshot also, um, take 2 minutes. The string goes here. What the string value contains, it will goes to string. Okay, now then string goes to the output, and output goes here. That's a simple process of programming the user and user. And for beginners, it is quite quite hard for them to understand it at the first time. And my time also it's very hard for me the first time when I read and in a code editor. But as a experience in getting the making and lots of problems, then it's quite easy to do, quite easy for me to learn about this. Okay. Now coming to the next topic, which is the constructor. Finished, and I assuming that you have understand what I'm teach. So next is constructor. Basically, the constructor is not an important topic, but it is similar to expression, function expression, but we have taught now taza. So fresh what we have learned now. So expression is similar to constructor, and constructor is similar to voice functions. Constructor is similar to expressions. Okay, now coming to the fourth topic, which is hoisting, function hoisting. And hoisting is an interesting topic. Hoisting means what? Hoisting means what? That before execution, so this is the process of coding. What's the issue? So let's assume that here is a code. Okay, here is a code. What normally happens is that here is a code, here is a code. Let's say this is a function. Okay, this is a function. The function of code that we have seen that after this process, at the last the output is written. The last output is we get like in examination. First we read and give examination. Then we get result. Uh, just like that we get result. But that's not happens in any school. That before examination your result has been already appeared. That your result already have published. That not happen now. Before you when you give examination and then check and then again recheck, then you get the result. But no, but in life there is doesn't it never happens that it doesn't give a result, it doesn't read, and there is not a copy check, but result is published. That is called hosting. In programming, that here is a code, and when you write a code, there is a process happen, then you get result. But before the process, the output is already appeared. That is hosting. If you doesn't understand, then let's clarify more. Let's say here, let x equals to 50. Sorry, that already executed. Let number num equals to 50. So if the process happens, then we will console log, or make it more complex. Let num1 let num2 16 and num1 let num equals to num1 plus num2 which is right. and amazing. It is very hard mathematical expression, complex mathematical expression. You can say, or get result. Let's say number and then comma, and then num. Then here is the process. Num1 is 15 and num2 is 16. And num1 plus num2. How many? 31. Okay. Here is 31 answer. See? Let's see. Okay, I have again get clear. So 31 is the answer. Okay. So it is the process of the value or number. So hosting means before the execution, output is already given. That is hosting. Is error because this is not in the process. Okay, but in function we can get function we get the result. Let's say function sum a comma b return a plus b. Then simply write here up console dot log sum one one very hardest method of completion. If we write here, then we get result. We doesn't get error. Interesting, na? That is called the hosting. Before the process, the code is already executed. That is called functional hosting. Interesting stuff. And this is not. Sometimes it is used, but many of the time we never use it as a function hosting. So first, our fifth topic is self-invoke functions or EP are called image immediate, immediately invoke function. Invoke function expression. So what is the function? What is the immediately invoke function or self-invoke function? Immediately invoke function or self-invoke function means the code will immediately execute it. Sometimes in our application we need to execute some features or our application need to be called fast executed. Like when our web browser will slow, then there is some program happens in backend. Okay, in the backend there is lots of things happen. So there is not immediately invoke function. That's not immediately invoke. That is not immediately executed in the server and database. Connect the database immediately through our code, then we need the immediately invoke function if we because that is very long one. So let's see how it will work. So syntax is this. Syntax is this. But it is not a function, okay? So let's see if we can see and write in a parenthesis, not parameter, it is parenthesis and function and username username string. Okay. Let's crowd now right here. Remove TV username. Okay, this is immediately the function. Let's run this code. Nothing yet because it will it need it contain variables. So we'll write here two dollar sign string. The user is string, then we have to write this. Now if we write, we didn't get anything, which is very interesting stuff. What happened here? See what happened. This is okay. Function username. Username is string. Okay. Happened here. Okay. So we have to write here. So I think here is equal to it. Console.log. Write it in bracket. I think this will execute. Okay, DB is connected to hobbies. Okay. Now this is called the immediately invoke function. Uh, like what is username is called, but also this is executed. Like the function we write like this, is like some or here let const user. Let's see function name. We called here the function name, but in if we didn't call the username. Basically, here is the parenthesis and parenthesis underline under the obvious comes here. That's simple. And if you write another function, okay, there is some interesting stuff happen here. I will not even write this. So if we want to write another if we then we have to write here comma. That is it. We will write again. If it doesn't write this comma, then we get error. Then we get error. Function username and the function error things. Okay. So we have to write and the comma to end this. Because function means what? A particular code for a particular feature for application that I will. So this was only if you want to write another code also, then we can write a comma and that's simple. If we is used to connect the database faster for application to connect the database or to make an application faster. Basically, function means that. So coming to the end, the topic is immediately function also executed, and now coming to the functions or objects. Functions and objects are very interesting topic, or it is a core part of JavaScript. And function and object are with maximum time projects according to the projects or as a developer. So first thing first is you in functions are objects. Functions are objects. How? So our next topic is a function are objects. So I I first add a function in the top and function object is at the last. And because function are objects is like in some like a vast topic for beginners, the who have experience of other programming languages. They doesn't have too much problem. But for beginners, I think add a function is more simpler than function and objects. Functions is object. Okay. So coming to the code editor, function and object I will teach you at the last. And first we learn about arrow function. Arrow function. So arrow function means what? So functions shorter form or function precise or function concise form. Like this is a function code, then this much is called arrow function. Let me clarify you. For example, let's say this is a normal code, normal function. This is a normal function, normal function. We add a function name like um, sum of two numbers like a comma b, and we add a curly braces and we return value like we return a plus b, or let's say a into b, a minus b, a divided by, like that's like a condition we apply, or we add if else condition. So and let output output to output is equal to sum of num 1 comma 2, and we add console dot log and output, then we get the answer, then we get the value. However, this is a very complicated mathematical addition. 2 plus 1 is 3. So answer will be 3. So this is a normal function, and it is more like longest form to write a code. But next is a precise or concise form of writing a function, and second is arrow function. So arrow function means what? Like a function, it is also a function, but it can give us a precise function. So we write this, we write is equals to write a value, and we return like we write a params like a comma b comma c, a plus b plus c. So like like 1 comma 2 comma 3, console.log, console.log will not make an answer. So 3 and 3. So here with 3 and we have to put one variable. Let sum equals to then sum 3, 4, 5, 6. That this is the fastest form to write code. So look at here. So in previous part, I didn't write this code. I didn't write this thing. Then what we will and then what we get? What we get? We get we get 3 and 3. We get 3 and 3. Okay. So 3 and 3. 3 and again 3. But if I write here let, we have to put in arrow function we have to write a variable. We have to put a arrow function in a variable name. It's something like we are sum the number. We are we are sum num equals to, and let's say sum we have to write this type of sum num. Then we get a right answer. Then we will get error. Look at this. Here we if we haven't put the arrow function in a particular variable name, then we get 3. Because look at it, the code isn't executed. We have comment out this all code. This code is only executed here. Yes, am I right? This two code only this normal function arrow function have only executed, but we get answer 3. But normal we get 3, 4, 5, 6. We have to get answer 3, 6. But not. It and arrow functions require a variable name. And keep it in your mind. But without putting a variable name, we get the value 3. But if we put a now arrow function in a variable name, then we have get number right answer, right output. That is the way we have to write an arrow function. But for beginners, functions is the right way to code because it is more readable, more easy to read for a beginner. But in arrow function is a like an advanced way to write code. And other framework of JavaScript, like there are different library. If we learn JavaScript, then there are React, and we write lots of arrow functions. We eliminate the normal function in React JS. Arrow function is quite easy to learn, easy to execute faster code. But for beginners, it is way more important to write normal function and practice questions, make a project to the normal function, and it is important. So arrow function and short simple arrow functions is a shorter way to write a code. And let me give you some examples of arrow function. Arrow function like I can search to one website also. That is the double tree skill, which is very easiest way to explain any programming language like web development to app development, or like there are tons of languages you can learn, like SQL is a database, not a programming languages, Python, Java, PHP, C++, and it have a double tree CSS also building, Bootstrap, React, MySQL, jQuery, Excel also. Yeah, you can learn Excel also. Django, NumPy, Pandas, and many more. And you can learn AI also. And look at it, tons of tons. But here is not a tail in CSS. You learn from you have to learn from other in okay. So functions have here look at ES5. In ES5 we are at this type of code in ES5. Now ES6 we can write this type of code. And next thing is like we didn't have to write a return function also. We didn't have to write a return also. We haven't write a return in here, but we have declared a variable, an arrow function, and it is important I previously say also. Okay, so let so next is like const x equals to, and we write a parameter a comma b, and we write equals to and greater than a into b. Enter console.log x bracket 1 sorry 4 into 5. So look at here, which is now very faster. Is a normal function or first method of the arrow function, but first function for this arrow function and this normal function is similar first method of arrow function, but the third but second method of arrow function is very complicated to see when a beginner look what is going here. What is going here now? Look at it, interesting stuff. X is declared, a comma b is declared, and here is what happening here in console of x for comma where it is come from, and it is like interesting stuff. I have to explain this. mm, like um copy this. We I have to zoom it. Look here. Look at this code. Look at this code. What is going here? Look at this code. I have to make it more similar to so look at this code. Just look at this code. Okay? Look at this code. Look at this. Just and think about it. This is one our variable const is the variable name, but the power of this all what is declaring here power have x. Okay, so x is a 4,5. So 4,5 will go first of all here, and it will execute here. So positive. Look at here. Then b, then b goes here and now multiply to 4 into 5. 4 fives are 20. Very nice handwriting. So if I run this code, what happened? 5 for the 20. So I write a 20 and write. So again. I go here, copy this code, Control C, Control V. So look at it. So first of all, here's a variable x. So variable x is executed here because variable x have the power of this a minus a comma b a into b. So what come a and b? So make your mind that a have 5 4 and B have 5. A have 5, A have 4 and B have 5. And multiply in your mind 4 5s. If it doesn't know 4 5 is 20. Okay, 4 5 is 20. Make sure your mind A have value 4 and B have value 5. A into B, 4 5s are 20, right? So 4 5 is 20 and X have the power of 20. 4 5 is 20. Now X have 4 5 is 20. So X will be console.log and get answer 20. So if I can write in a normal code, then what I can get? Like f infinite function and a comma b into b. What I can get? I can get error. Why I get error? Why I have get error? Because I have get right here and here. That's why I have get error. Look at this. Okay. So you have the wrong answer. So console.log x, not x. Cut, cut, cut. Then what I get here? What I get here? I got error. I got error. Right, I got error here. Clear, clear. Then no. What I get? I have to let output 3. So 3 equals to x. 1, 4, comma 5. 4, comma 5, then console dot output 3. Output 3, then now that function, and also I have get error. Because look at my here. I have already executed, so I cannot execute it again and again. That's why. And next thing. So if I run this no code, it's 20 because X is already executed. So this is a normal code and this is far more better.